Good morning, students. Am I audible? Okay, let us begin with the multiple choice questions on cell cycle and cell division in the couple of minutes. Yes, good morning, Yashoda, so that the others will join the session as soon as possible. Fine. So yesterday I was just cross-checking with the mock test series, and yesterday we discussed around about, I think, plant kingdom. So plant kingdom, around 9 students attended it. The highest scorer is Ammu from Government PU College. Please do mention your, I mean, the place name, because we will be having various government PU colleges across Karnataka. So if it is good if you mention the place of your college. Okay, then if she got 24 out of 25 for CET mock test, and the second highest is Sumana K. She got 19 out of 25 from SMNM Girls PU College, and the third highest is Syed Muhammad and Basanti. Okay, and the fourth one is Bhuvan and Pavitra Subramanya. So most of the students are attending the mock test series consistently. Do attend the mock test series consistently. Today we are going to discuss regarding cell cycle and cell division. Yes, cell cycle and cell division. So I am pasting the link of the CET mock test link of cell cycle and cell division, as well as NEET mock test link of cell cycle and cell division. So YouTube students, you can also go through the NEET mock test as well as CET mock test. Don't take it as granted. Repeated questions ಇದೆ, ಈಸಿ ಇದೆ, ಹಂಗಿದೆ, ಹಿಂಗಿದೆ, ನನಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ questions, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಡ. Attend the mock test. It will be very helpful for you while solving the main exam. So let us begin. All the students have entered in the session cell cycle and cell division. Yeah. Okay. The first question of cell cycle and cell division goes like this. What is the duration of cell cycle in East? A is 30 minutes, B is 24 hours, C is 90 minutes, D is 48 hours. Yes. Shashank, yes, answered it. Yes, YouTube students, be fast. Syed Muhammad, Madan Nayak, Ammu, Sanjana. Dhanush HJ is active on YouTube. Yashodha K answered it via YouTube. Sanjana answered it. Okay. So most of you are answering it as option B, that is 24 hours. Few of you voted as option C, that is 90 minutes. Let us check the answer. Option C, that is 90 minutes, is a right answer. Option C, 90 minutes is a right answer. Dhanush HJ from YouTube answered it correctly, as well as few of the Zoom students. Shashank, yes, answered it correctly. Fine. So this is about the first question of cell cycle and cell division. Let us proceed further. The period between M phase is called A, interphase, B, prophase, C, prometaphase, D, telophase. The period between two M phases is called as what? Yes, YouTube students, be fast. So the quick response is given by Shashank, Syed. Any other answers? Ammu answered it. Madan Nayak. Yes, Biru is active on YouTube. Yes, Dhanush HJ, Yashoda K answered it. Good going. Shweta, Shamina answered it. Fine. Sanjana answered it. Okay. So the right answer for this question, that is the period between two M phases, is called as option A, interphase, in between phase, interphase. So Dhanush HJ answered it correctly via YouTube, and the Zoom students like Ammu answered it correctly, I guess. Okay. Next question. How much time of the entire cell is occupied by interphase? Interphase ಆಗುವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಗೆ? A is 75%, B is 95%, C is 50%, D is 80%. How much time of the entire cell cycle is occupied by interphase? Yes. Who is going to give a quick response for this? Yes, YouTube students. Yashoda, Biru and Dhanush HJ are active on YouTube. Shashank, yes, Chaitanya, Syed Muhammad answered it. Sanjana answered it. Madan Nayak answered it. Please change your chat box settings as message to Nithi ma'am, so that your answers will directly come to me instead of the main chat box. So the right answer for this question is option B, that is 95%. Option B, 95% is a right answer. B, Yashwant also answered it. Yeah. Uh, Fine. Next question. Which process does the M phase of cell cycle start with? M phase of cell cycle starts with karyokinesis, cytokinesis, interphase, spindle formation. Yes, yes, YouTube students. Syed Muhammad Shashank, yes, answered it quickly. Good going. Sanjana answered it fine. Be fast, YouTube students. Shamina, Madan Nayak, Shweta answered it. Most of you are voting for option A. B. Yashwant answered it fine. So the right answer for this question, that is which process does the M cell cycle start with? Yes, Dhanush HJ, Biru answered it as option A and C via YouTube. So they asked which process does the M phase of cell cycle start with, Anta. So the right answer for this question is answer A, karyokinesis, nothing but a nuclear division. Right. Next question. In which phase of cell cycle does DNA replication takes place? In which phase of cell cycle does DNA replication takes place? Yes, A is anaphase, B is metaphase, C is prophase, D is interphase. In which phase of cell cycle does DNA replication takes place? Yes, YouTube students. Syed Muhammad, Shamina answered it quickly. Sanjana answered it fine. Shweta, Shashank, yes, answered it. Good going. Madan Nayak answered it. Fine. Yes, Sangamesh, Nellur, Dhanush, HJ, Biru, Yashoda K are active on YouTube. ಮದರ್ ನಾಯಕ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ರೆಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಸೆಲ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ರೋಫೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಂಟರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ DNA ರೆಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಆನ್ಸರ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ಇಂಟರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಇಂಟರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರೇನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯಾವ ಫೇಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಫೇಸ್ ಗಿಂತ ಮೊದ್ಲು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫೇಸ್. ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ, ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯೋಕೆನೆಸಿಸ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ವಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಸೆಲ್ ಸೈಕಲ್? ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಸೆಲ್ ಸೈಕಲ್? ಎ ಇಸ್ ಡುಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ genome, B is division into daughter cell. Yes, Biru, Yashoda K, Dhanush HJ, Sangamesh Nallur, Rakshit are active on YouTube. Which of these processes is not a part of the cell cycle? Duplication of genome, division into daughter cells, synthesis of cell organelles, degeneration of centrosome. Yes, Shamina, Shweta, Sanjana, Shashank, yes, okay. Dhanush HJ answered it quickly on YouTube. Good going, yes. Yashoda K answered it fine. Madan Nayak answered it. Sayyid Ahmad answered it. Most of you voted for option C, that is synthesis of cell organelle. Exactly the right answer. Option D, na. Degeneration of centrosome. Okay, good. So synthesis of cell organelle will be formed during the karyokinesis part. So degeneration of centrosome in the that is not a part of a cell cycle. Option D is a right answer. Next question. Which of these, very important question, which of these is the correct order of the events in the cell cycle? G1, G2, S, M. G1, G2, S and M. Yes. Shashank, yes, answered it fine. Syed Muhammad, Shweta, Sangamesh Nallur, Yashoda K, Rakshit answered it. Yes. Madan Nayak answered it. Sanjana, Dhanush HJ answered it quickly on YouTube. Yes. Chaitanya answered it. Okay, most of you voted for option C, that is G1, yes, G2, M anta. Let us check the answer. Exactly, option C, G1 phase followed by yes, that is synthesis phase. Option that is G2, then followed with M phase. Option C is the right answer. Option A alla. A ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ, G1 ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣನೇ G2 ಆಗಲ್ಲ. G1 ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ S phase ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. S phase ಅಲ್ಲಿ synthesis ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು, ರೆಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ? So G1, S, G2 and M. Next question is like this. What is the interval between mitosis and DNA replication? ಮೈಟೋಸಿಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ DNA ರೆಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ ನಡುವೆ ಇರುವ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ? ಎ ಎಸ್ ಫೇಸ್, ಬಿ G2 phase, C G1 phase, D M phase. What is the interval between mitosis and DNA replication? Shashank, yes. Syed Muhammad answered it quickly. Yes, YouTube students, be fast. Yeah. Ammu answered it. Shamina answered it. Bhuvan, Sanchana answered it. Good going. Very good. Madan Nayak answered it. Fine. So the confusion is between B and D. Most of you answered it as C. Yes, Dhanush, actually it is not under my work criteria. I had forwarded your number. Soon they will add you for this. Okay, fine. Okay. So what is the interval between mitosis and DNA replication? A is S phase, B is G2 phase, C is G1 phase, D is M phase. Okay. So the right answer for this question is, most of you answered it as option A. The right answer is option C, that is G1 phase. Option C, G1 phase is the right answer. Shweta answered it fine. So G1 phase ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸರಿಯಾದ ಉತ್ತರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Next question. During S phase of the cell cycle, during S phase of the cell cycle, uh, the amount of DNA, what happens to the amount of DNA? A is triples, B is remains the same, C is quadruples, D is doubles. Yes, Dhanush, is it comfortable for you to attend on YouTube? Because actually on YouTube, na, the net consumption is very less compared to the other apps. Shashank, yes, Pavitra, Subramanya, Shweta, Sayyed, Muhammad, Sanjana answered it. Ammu answered it. Bhuvan answered it. Fine. So most of you are voting for option B. Some of you are voting for option D. Okay, let us check the answer here. The right answer is option D, that is doubles. During S phase of the cell cycle, the DNA doubles. The DNA doubles. Andre double ಆಗತ್ತೆ. Next question. In which phase of the cell cycle centriole duplication takes place? ಯಾವ phase ಅಲ್ಲಿ centriole duplication ಆಗತ್ತೆ? A is S phase, B is G2 phase, C is G1 phase, D is G0 phase. Yes. In which phase of the cell cycle does centriole duplication takes place? The quick response is given by Shashank. Yes. Okay. Shamina as well as Sanjana, Madan Nayak, Yashoda K. I don't have relevant information regarding it. If I get to know, I will answer to your question. Okay, Yashoda K. Dhanush HJ answered via YouTube. Sanjana Ammu answered it. Bhuvan answered it. So most of you are voting for option A or option B. Bhima Bai Ambedkar is active on YouTube. Come on, YouTube students, be fast. Bhuvan answered it. Fine. So the right answer for this question is option A. ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಯೋಲ್ ಡುಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗತ್ತೆ? ಡೂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ರೆಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಗೋದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಿಂಥೆಸಿಸ್ ಫೇಸ್, ಎಸ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಸಿಂಥೆಸಿಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎ G0 phase, B G1 phase, C G2 phase, D S phase. Protein synthesis takes place in. Syed Muhammad Bhuvan answered it quickly. Shashank, yes, answered it. Yeah. Shamina, Shweta answered it. Dhanush HJ, Rakshit answered it via YouTube. Good going. Yes, Sangamesh Nallur, Bhima Bai Ambedkar answered it. So most of you are voting for option D. Fine, let us check the answer. Protein synthesis takes place in. Synthesis anta ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? Just a minute. Don't unmute yourself unnecessarily. Okay. Protein synthesis takes place is option C, that is G2 phase. G2 phase ಅಲ್ಲಿ with the help of the ribosomes, the protein synthesis takes place. So Bhimabai Ambedkar, Sangamesh Nallur, Yashoda K, Rakshit, Dhanush HJ participated in YouTube. Good going. Yes, the right answer is option C, that is G2 phase. Next question. Which of these cells do not divide? ಈ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ cells ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ cells divide ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ? A is heart cell, B is melanocytes, C is osteocytes, that is D is liver cells. Yes. Shashank, yes. Shweta, Sayyed, Muhammad, Pavitra, Sanjana, Bhuvan, Ammu, Madan Nayak. So most of them are voting for option A. Yes, YouTube students. Rakshit answered it quickly on YouTube. Which of these cells do not divide? Heart cells, melanocytes, osteocytes, as well as liver cells. Okay, Bhima Bai Ambedkar answered this on YouTube. The right answer for this question is option A, heart cells anyway. They will not undergo division. Sangamesh Nellore, it is not C. Osteocytes andre bone cells ಆಗ್ತವೆ. Bone cells will undergo division. Bhima Bai Ambedkar, it's option A, that is heart cells, that is which will not undergo division. Next question. In which of these animals does a haploid cell divide mitotically? Haploid cell mitotically divide ಆಗತ್ತೆ. Humans, male honeybees, female honeybees, rats. The quick response is given by Shashank, yes. Sanjana, Yashoda K answered it via YouTube. Yes, YouTube students. Dhanush, Rakshit, Bhimabai Ambedkar, Sangamesh Nallur. Be fast, my dear boys and girls. Shamina, Pavitra, Subramanya answered the question. Good going. Yeah. Bhuvan answered it. So the right answer, Chaitanya, Madan Nayak answered it fine. So the right answer for this question is option B, that is male honeybees. Male honeybees ಏನಿರ್ತವೆ? So they will not, I mean, what we can say, fuse with the egg. So male honeybees, they will be converted. The eggs which are not fertilized, alva, the eggs which are not fertilized, so those eggs will remain as male honeybees in the this one. They will remain as a sterile. Next question. Which of these is most eventful period of the cycle? Eventful period ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ? Yes. A G1 phase, B G2 phase, C S phase, D M phase. Yes, YouTube students. Principle of inheritance. Okay. So as I said, honeybee ದಲ್ಲಿ unfertilized eggs ಏನಿರ್ತವೆ, which are not fused by a sperms. So those are what you can say is developed as a males. And a union of sperm and an egg develops as a female or a queen or a worker. Female ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Okay. So most of you answered the question, that is 14th question. Dhanush HJ, Yashoda, Rakshit also answered it via YouTube. The right answer for this question is option D. Which of these is most eventful period in cell cycle? M phase, mitotic phase, important phase ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Next question. What is the phenomenon of nuclear division is known as? A is telekinesis, B is cytokinesis, C is karyokinesis, yes, D is autokinesis. Yashoda K in female ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ if egg is fused with the sperm, so ಆವಾಗ the developed zygote ಇರತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, it will be converted into female only. The eggs which are not fertilized, ಯಾವ eggs ಗಳು fertilize ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲೋ ಮೇಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ honey bees ಅಲ್ಲಿ, those will be developed as males. Syed Muhammad, Shashank, Madan, Ammu answered it. Okay. Yes. What is the answer for 15th question? My dear YouTube students, Bhuvan answered it. Yashoda K answered it. What is the nuclear division is called as? Nuclear division ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ? Yes, Rakshit, Dhanush, Sangamesh. Jyoti, Shamina, Pavitra, Prithvi. Okay, most of you voted for option C, that is karyokinesis ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ. Exactly, the nuclear division is called as karyokinesis and the cytoplasm division is called as cytokinesis. Next question, which of these events is not a part of karyokinesis? ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು karyokinesis part ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. A is metaphase, B is prophase, C is interphase, D is anaphase. Shashank, Shweta answered it. Shamina, Pavitra, Sanjana answered it. Ammu answered it. Bhuvan answered it. Madan Nayak answered it. So most of the votes are for option C, interphase. Which of these events is not a part of karyokinesis ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Bhimabai Ambedkar is active on YouTube. So the right answer for this question is option C, that is interphase. Option C, interphase ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸರಿಯಾದ ಉತ್ತರ. Metaphase, prophase and anaphase. So here we can see the karyokinesis or nuclear division. It is not a metaphase. It is in interphase. We cannot observe the karyokinesis. Next question. In which phase is a chromosomal condensation is initiated? So chromosomes ಗಳು chromatin thread like structures ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತವೆ interphase ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So ಯಾವಾಗ there will be a condensation ಅಂದ್ರೆ that chromatin fiber will become thick ಅಂತ. So during prophase, B metaphase, C anaphase, D telophase. Yes, the quick response is given by Syed Muhammad, Shamina, Shweta, Sanjana, Shashank, yes, Ammu answered it fine. So most of you are voting for option D, that is Bhuvan, Madan Nayak answered it. Few of you voting for option A. ಅವ್ರೇನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, initiated ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಆ ಕ್ರೊಮ್ಯಾಟಿನ್ ಕಂಡೆನ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವಾಗಿಂದ, ಯಾವ ಫೇಸ್ ಇಂದ ಅಂತ. So understand the question and answer properly. Let us check the answer. The right answer is here option A, prophase. ಎಲ್ರು ಟೀಲೋಫೇಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ. ಅವ್ರೇನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ದೇ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಇನಿಶಿಯೇಟೆಡ್, ಯಾವಾಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ, prophase is the right answer. Next question, what happens to chromosome during chromatin condensation? ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ chromatin condensation ಆಗುವಾಗ? Rakshit and Yashoda are active on YouTube. A, it becomes tangled. It becomes detangled. Tangled ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗಂಟು ಆಗೋದು. Detangled ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗಂಟಿಂದ ಮತ್ತೆ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗೋದು. It undergoes temporary denaturation. It undergoes inactivation. The quick response is given by Shashank. Yes, YouTube students, what is your response on this? Sidhu, Shweta answered it. Sanjana answered it. Rakshit and Yashoda answered to the question on YouTube. Okay, so let us check the answer here. The right answer for this question is option B. it becomes detangled. Chromatin detangled ಆಗಿ thick ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so which is called as what? Chromatin condensation. Fine. Next question. In which phase do the centrosome starts moving to the opposite poles? ಯಾವ phase ಅಲ್ಲಿ? Yes, Rakshit, exactly. In which phase do the centrosomes start moving? Centrosome ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, chromosome ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. Start moving to the opposite poles of the cells. A, anaphase, B, metaphase, C, prophase, D, telophase. Quick responses given by Shashank, Shweta, Bhuvan, Syed Muhammad. Sentry also ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಪೋಲ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದು. ಪವಿತ್ರ ಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ್ಯ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಅಮ್ಮು ಆನ್ಸರ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಸಂಜನಾ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ. In which phase the centrioles will move to the opposite poles? Okay. Bhimabai Ambedkar answered it via YouTube. So the right answer for this question is option C, that is prophase. So during the prophase, the centrosome start to move to the opposite phase. Which of these structures is the site of attachment of chromatids? ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ಸೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ chromatids attachment ಆಗತ್ತೆ? A is centromere, B is aster, C is kinetochore, D is centrosome. The quick response is given by Shashank, Syed Muhammad, Rakshit and Bhima Bai Ambedkar on YouTube are active. Yes. Sidhu, Sanjana answered it. Sangamesh Nallur answered it. Shweta, Bhuvan answered it. Chromatids ಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ? ಅಮ್ಮು answered it. So the right answer for this question is option A, that is centromere. We will call it as centromere. Option A is the right answer. Next question. What are asters made of? Asters ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ ಮಾಡಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿರ್ತವೆ? A is collagen, B is intermediate filaments, C is actin fibers, D is microtubules. What are asters made of? The quick response is given by Shashank. Yes. Yes, YouTube students, be fast. Yeah. Ammu answered it. Sanjana, Sidhu answered it. Bhuvan answered it. Shweta answered it. Syed Muhammad answered it. So the right answer is the asters are made up of. The confusion is between A, C and D. So the right answer is the asters are made up of the things called as microtubules. Microtubules in the asters ಗಳು ಮಾಡಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿರ್ತವೆ. Next questions. What are the constituents of mitotic apparatus? ಈ ಒಂದು mitotic apparatus ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರ constituents ಅಥವಾ components ಏನು? A is chromatids and centromere. Yes, Dhanush HJ is active on YouTube. B is chromatids and spindle fibers. C is asters and spindle fibers. D is kinetochores and centrosomes. Shashank, yes, answered it. Ammu answered it. Fine. Syed Muhammad, Pavitra Subramanya, Rakshit is active on YouTube. Sidhu is active. Yeah. So most of you voted it for option A. Few of you voted it for option B, as they asked mitotic apparatus, right? So the right answer for this question is option C, asters and spindle fibers. Mitotic apparatus components ಅಥವಾ constituents ಏನಿರ್ತವೆ, ಸ್ಪಿಂಡಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ. ಸೊ ಆಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಪಿಂಡಲ್ ಫೈಬರ್ಸ್. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ. ಎಸ್ ರಕ್ಷಿತ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ರೈಟ್. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ is a right answer. Next question. Which of these structures are visible under microscope at the end of prophase? So ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತವೆ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರೋಫೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? Yes, Dhanush HJ, Yashoda K answered it correctly for the previous question. A is nucleolus, B is endoplasmic reticulum, C is Golgi bodies, D is asters. Which of these structures are visible under microscope? Shashank S. Sanjana Sidhu answered the question. Pavitra Subramanya, ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೋಫೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ಥಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? ಸಂಗಮೇಶ್ ನೆಲ್ಲೂರ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸಂಜನಾ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಅಮ್ಮು ಆನ್ಸರ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಫೈನ್. So the right thing which is visible under microscope, that is during prophase, is option D, that is asters. Next question. In which phase does the ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಎನ್ವಲಪ್ ಡಿಸ್ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ ಫೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? ಎ ಇಸ್ ಟೀಲೋಫೇಸ್, ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಫೇಸ್, ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ಮೆಟಾಫೇಸ್, ಡಿ ಇಸ್ ಅನಾಫೇಸ್. ಇನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಡಸ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಎನ್ವಲಪ್ ಡಿಸ್ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟ್? ಧನುಷ್ HJ is active on YouTube. Sanjana, Shashank, Sidhu answered the question. Yeah. In which phase does the nuclear envelope disintegrate? Yes, my dear boys and girls. Pavitra answered it. Dhanush HJ is active on YouTube. So most of you answered it as option B, that is prophase anta. Actually during the metaphase there will be a disintegration. Madan Nayak answered it correctly. So option C, during the metaphase there will be a disintegration. Dhanush HJ answered it correctly. Sorry, option C, metaphase. Option C adu, option B alla, option C. Next question. In which phase of mitosis cell the chromosomes being steady is easy? ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಈಸಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ? A is prophase, B is anaphase, sorry, C is metaphase, D is telophase. Yes, Dhanush HJ answered it. Bhimabai Ambedkar, Rakshit, Sangamesh Nellur are active on YouTube. Shashank, Sanjana, Pavitra Subramanya answered the question. Syed Muhammad answered the question. ಯಾವ ಫೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ? Okay. The right answer for this question is option C, metaphase. As all the chromosomes will be situated at the middle of the cell, option C, a metaphase is a right answer, correctly answered by Ammu, Sangamesh Nellur, Bhimabai Ambedkar on YouTube. Okay, so the right answer is option C. Next question. What is the shape of kinetochore? Kinetochore in a shape enu? A is disc shaped, B is cylindrical, C is spherical, D is triangular. What is the shape of kinetochore? So the quick response is given by Shashank, Sidhu. Then Ammu answered it. Sanjana answered it. Good. Bhimabai Ambedkar is active on YouTube. Fine. Just a minute. Yes, YouTube students, be fast. Rakshit answered it via YouTube. Yes, Dhanush HJ answered it. Bhuvan Sanjana. Okay. I hope some of you did not are not referring the notes while attending the session. Yesterday I told you we are going to discuss regarding cell cycle and cell division. Do refer the bio notes, CET bio notes, which has been uploaded in the WhatsApp group. So that is why a doubt will arise suddenly. So see, during the pro phase, what I can say is no doubt the disintegration takes place. Early disintegration, complete disintegration agodilla. So exactly you cannot tell that prophase alli ella nuclear membrane disintegrate aitu anta. Okay. So understand the question properly. Do come prepared for the session so that the confusions will not arrive at sudden. So when we will be discussing the 2 or 3 question, ಆ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನೀವು 2-3 ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ಸ್ ದ ಚಾಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಸರ್ಚಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯಾವ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಡೌಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಸೆಷನ್ ಬೈ ರೆಫರಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಇಟಿ ಬಯೋ ನೋಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, anyway, it's okay. I welcome the doubts. So the option the right answer for this question is option A, disc shaped. Disc shaped kinetochore. Kinetochore disc shaped ಇರ್ತವೆ. Okay, next question. I hope the doubt is clear. ಯಾರ್ ಡೌಟ್ ಕೇಳಿದಿರಾ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಅಥವಾ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ just mention it is not clear. Which of these events do not takes place during metaphase? ಕೆಳಗಿನ ಯಾವ ಇವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮೆಟಾಫೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ? A is chromosome lie at the equator of the cell. B is one chromatid of each chromosome is attached to the spindle fiber. C, chromosome spread throughout the cytoplasm. D, nuclear envelope starts to disintegrate. Which of these do not takes place during metaphase? Shashank has answered it. Syed Muhammad Sidhu, Shweta, Pavitra, Sanjana. Understand ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. Which of these events do not takes place during metaphase? Dhanush HJ, Sangamesh Nellur. So the right answer for this question is option D, nuclear envelope starts to disintegrate. Starts to disintegrate ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು ಅಲ್ವಾ? So that is a right answer. Option D is a right answer. Next question. Which phase is marked by the separation of sister chromatids? Separation of sister chromatids. So ಯಾವ phase ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ? A is prophase, B is metaphase, C is anaphase, D is telophase. Syed Muhammad answered it quickly. Yes. Be fast, YouTube students. Pavitra, Sanjana, Madan Nayak, Rakshit, Yashoda, Dhanush HJ answered it. Fine. Most of you answered it for option D. Before that, I request everyone to check this link. Check this link now only. Zoom students, check this link now only and click on biology and tell me what you can see. Yes, YouTube students, you can also click on the link which I have been shared in the chat box. Just click on the link, open it, and click on biology and tell me what you are able to see in it. I'm waiting for your answers. ಆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸೈನ್ ಇನ್ ಆಗದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಗೂಗಲ್ ಇಂದ ಸೈನ್ ಇನ್ ಆಗಿ then click on biology folder. Tell me what you are able to see. Okay, fine. Thank you. Fine. Just a minute then, because some of you asked notes. Okay. Hmm. Just a minute, my dear boys and girls. Please stay tuned in. No problem. Fine. Tomorrow we have biodiversity and conservation. It has been deleted. Body fluids and circulation. No, biodiversity and conservation we are going to discuss tomorrow. Okay. Let us proceed with few more questions here. Don't worry, I will be sending the CET bio notes now for tomorrow's session. Okay. Okay. Regarding this we already discussed. G1, G2, huh. G1, G2 and S phases are seen in which phase of cell cycle? A is metaphase, B is prophase, C is anaphase, D is interphase. Shashank, yes, answered it. Bhima Bai Ambedkar answered it. Bhuvan Madan Sanjana answered it. So the right answer for this question is option D. As you all voted, option D, interphase is a right answer. Condensation of chromosome occurs in Ilnodi. Prophase 1, prophase 2, anaphase, metaphase. Condensation of chromosome occurs in Sidhu, Shashank, Sanjana, Syed Muhammad, Ammu, Pavitra Subramanya. So most of you answered it as option B anta. Okay. So let us check the answer. The right answer is option A. Condensation of chromosome occurs in. Yes, Dhanush is active on YouTube. Prophase 1. Prophase 1. Right? Next question. See the stages of mitosis and cell division. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ prophase ಅಲ್ಲಿ condensation. Right? In this diagram you can see stages of mitotic phase ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ. Pick out the correct statements. Okay. Read the correct statements. A is mitosis takes place in the somatic cell. Meiosis takes place in the germ cell. B is during mitosis, the DNA replicates once for one cell division, and in meiosis, the DNA replicates twice for two cell division. Mitosis and meiosis occur both in sexually and asexually reproducing organisms. A is option A is A only, B is B only, C is C only, D is A and B. Sidhu answered it quickly. Dhanush HJ, Bhima Bai Ambedkar, Sangamesh Nellur, Yashoda are active on YouTube. Shashank, Sanjana, Madan Nayak. Okay, let me check the answer. The right answer is option A. Correct statement anna tick ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. A and B. During mitosis, DNA replicates once for one cell division. In meiosis, DNA replicates twice. Two cell division ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ meiosis ಅಲ್ಲಿ? Understand the question, my dear boys and girls. So option A is the right answer, which is not the character of mitosis. ಕೆಳಗಿನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ mitosis character ಯಾವುದಲ್ಲ. A is leptotin, B is zygotin, C is pachitin, D is all of the above, which is not a character of mitosis. Yes, Yashoda K, Rakshit are active on YouTube. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಮೈಟೋಸಿಸ್ ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಚಾಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅದನ್ನ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನೀವು ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೆಲ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಯೋಡೈವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಕನ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಬಯೋಡೈವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಕನ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಫೈನ್. Cell cycle and cell division PDF you can okay. The right answer for this question is option D. Option D. I hope everyone got the PDF. Synoptimal complex is formed during A is meiosis, B is amitosis, C is mitosis, D is cytokinesis. Yes. Be fast. Shashank, yes. Ammu. Yes, YouTube students. Sidhu answered it. Yes, YouTube students. Just a minute. Okay. Okay. So the right answer for this question is option A. That is meiosis. So this is about the multiple choice questions on cell cycle and cell division. Tomorrow we are going to discuss biodiversity and conservation. Okay, fine. Let me end up the session here. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye-bye. YouTube students, you stayed, you stay tuned in. I will be sharing the link of the notes.